So this seems to be going a lot better. The frame rate looks better. Take two, it is Fury. It's take two. You can let me know if the levels are any. The frame rate is definitely better. I actually switched over to the other capture card. Hey Conan, how are you? I actually switched over to the old capture card for now. This is the thing about Windows, is that the wonderful thing about Windows is Windows a wonderful thing. The top is made out of rubber, the bottom is made out of springs. The thing I don't understand about it is that, like, I didn't change anything and everything worked fine the last time. I feel like I have this conversation every single stream. It's like everything worked fine the last time and now stuff didn't work this time and I don't understand it. And then I talk about this for like about like 5, 10, 20 minutes or whatever. 5, 10, 20 minutes or whatever, and then it's like, oh well, I guess that's just the way it is. I guess we'll just have to accept it. But yeah, we're here in the ancient cistern or whatever. Turn up the game a bit. Do you want me? Turn. I will once I get these motherfuckers out of my way. I'll turn up the game a bit. The thing is, I'm like kind of a little bit Is that better? I'm a little bit cautious sometimes of like turning up the game because usually in like dungeons like this, the music is quite quiet. Actually, do you know what I could do? I could just like, maybe you can turn down the sound effects a little bit. Obviously not. I mean, why would you want to do that in 2021, am I right? The usually what I kind of am afraid of with turning up the game too much is that like the music is in like these Zelda games is usually quite quiet, but then like when you get to the point where it's like when you get to the point where you're like hitting things, it's extremely loud. You can hear him slash and grunt. A good grunt is never anything to pass up. But yeah. So as I say, I feel like I start every stream by just going by first of all complaining about how I don't understand why something didn't work this time when it worked the last time or whatever. But whoa, I was not expecting that. So I'm guessing I can't go in here because of the water current. Okay. I remember like nothing about like the actual puzzles of this dungeon. Like I remember like a couple of highlights or whatever, like I think everybody does. But in terms of like the overall like general progress of the dungeon, I remember next to nothing. Like maybe one or two things, but otherwise very, very little. Hello, somebody new. I don't recognize your name, but that's quite cool. Welcome, stranger. Have a delicious meal. So yeah, like what I don't understand is that like with the HD 60s Plus or whatever, the last time everything was fine, and then I like booted up this time and everything's not fine. So then I restart the computer, everything's still not fine. And everything's still not fine, and then and everything's still not fine. So then I connect the old capture card and everything seems to be fine again. It's like, but who knows how long that'll last. So what I'm hoping is that eventually we'll just be able to establish some level of normality. I was worried there that like the force of me jumping on that would like cause it to flip over. I don't even know where to start here. Inscriptions of gratitude. They reveal the secret order of this temple. First the back, then the rear. Are they not the same thing? Then the back of the right hand, finally the back of the left hand. The back, then the rear, the back of the left hand, the back of the right hand. This is way too much, like, Lion King stuff for me to handle. First the ass, back, and crack. That's what it is. So first the back, then the rear. Well, let's take a look at this rear here for a while. So, okay, so I'm guessing like there's a, so that's the, is that the rear or is that the back? Okay, so it's up, down. So then what's the right hand is probably going to be right. So up, down. Then the back of the left hand. Then the back of the right hand. Well, this is the right hand here. So wait a second. If I can swim down here and then get a bit of a look-see. So that would be left, wouldn't it? Because when the hand comes up, then you're looking at the back of the hand, then it's left, and then right, I'm guessing. But how that corresponds to anything, I have no idea. I'm convinced there's like nowhere to go in this first room. I'm already stuck. Literally. Well, no, actually. Am I stupid? You can just open this. Just pull on this lever. We're getting there, everybody. Slowly but surely, we're getting there in the cistern. Do you know what, like... Do you know what's like Sister, right? The theme tune. Everybody knows the Sister theme tune, right? It goes like, Sister, talk about a two-way twister or whatever. Well, like, there's like just like with any like long-running, I suppose, young person's sitcom, because that's what they are, really, I guess, along with like I would put like Sister in the same category as like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, where it's kind of like a light, kind of like a... Where it's kind of like a... Excuse me, can you like show your like belly again? How do we do this? Are these, like, not the same spiders we fought before? Or something? Oh, that's what it is! You have to, like, flip them up onto their back. So, like, just like any of them. So, do you know the way, like, Sabrina Teenage Witch as well, there was, like, a, do you just not want to fight me? Is that... I'm happy to leave you there. And just ignore you. Oh, here's, like, the secret of the temple. So what was it? Up, down, left, right. There we go. So do you know the way, like, the first theme tune of, like, Sabrina the Teenage Witch was, like, oh, she's, like, there changing her clothes and things like that. It's, like, or whatever the, like... just like an interesting tune or whatever, a delicious meal. I'm just gonna do this. Just like knock you into the water. Oh, you get what you deserve. And you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing to you. No, we can do better than that, Beetle. No, we can do better than that, Beetle. This is not going well. There, now we're getting it. And then, like, later in the, like, on the later seasons or whatever... On the later seasons, then they changed the tune, I suppose, to make it more... like, because she was after getting older, and then instead of, like, being in middle school or high school or whatever, she was in university and stuff like that, and what's the point in coming up here? There's, like, no point in coming up here. Not yet, anyway. Alright. The milkweed. Yeah, but as long as it tastes okay, you know, that's... As long as it tastes okay, then who cares? Ah, now I understand. So can we do the same thing over here? Yeah, but it's just to get a rupee. Okay. Slowly, I'm starting to recall more about this dungeon. Well, like, they did the same thing with Sister Sister, right? But like, the later Sister Sister theme tune has to be like one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life, right? So the original like tune, we all know it. It's like kind of like this kind of like hip hop kind of beat where it's and then it's like Sister Sister talk about the two-way twister, like that kind of affair, right? Oh, a small key, just what I always wanted. Well, like the later one, right? The later Sister Sister theme tune, it's like they try to be all sassy or something like that. Like it sounds like something like Lady Marmalade or some bullshit. It is what it sounds like. And they don't even say Sister Sister. It sounds like they're just saying shush 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 or something. That's what it sounds like. It's like shush 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 shush. Like that's what it is. It's like something like trying to sound all like sassy or something. What you were talking about, you living in a Hispanic. I don't think you should feel sad at all that you're missing like the whatever season 5, 6, 7 Sister Sister theme tune because it's awful. It's shush shush shush. Shush, shush, I've got my own mind. It's like, it's awful. Like, I dare you to go and watch it. It's just terrible. It's terrible, crappy stuff. Ah, the boss door. I do like this dungeon a lot. Like, I remember playing this game and really enjoying this dungeon in general. Are you maybe potentially going to come to life? We fought like 3 of you at the same time. I'm hardly going to get like scared of you. Like, can we not just do like our same bullshit again with the bomb? Whoa, you got me with the double header. Oh my god, I'm dying here. Also, what's with this, like, circus music playing as, like, the mini-boss music? It's like... It's like the circus is in town. What's happening here? Oh! Sorry for, like, not commentating this. I, like, really feel like it's like Dr. Kawashima's brain training or something. I don't know how he didn't hit me there. Whoa! I tried to, like, just, be smart and hit him with the, I tried to be like a smart ass and just like thrust into the middle. Was this like mechanic supposed to be fun or something, by the way? Can, like, do we have anything? We have a fairy, okay, well, like, worst case scenario, the fairy will... His knees. What about his knees? Let me look at them. Are his knees vulnerable? You know what? I'm just gonna blow you up again because, like, I'm sick of this bullshit. Like, sorry, but I know it's like the whole... Like, I know it's like the whole point of the game is like, oh, you can control which direction you swing the sword and all of this kind of stuff, right? Like, I know that's the whole point of the game, but surely... Like, surely at some point, like, someone was testing this and playing it and being... And they were like, this isn't fun. Well, at least we got a whip. They're selling whips in there. What kind of kid needs a whip? We'll take this back to Skyloft to show Pip it. Ah! Where's my remote? Because, like, to be honest, I just don't think it's fun, the whole, like, oh, they will block the, they'll block every other direction other than the one direction you swing, because I feel like it expects you to be more accurate than is like possible 9 times out of 10 or something like that. It's like it's not enough to vaguely it's not enough to, like, vaguely be accurate enough, you know, you have to be, like, exactly accurate enough, you know, and then it's just, like, well, not fun. Oh, well. Is this, like, the first room again? So can we go back up to the top, then, potentially? Potentially. Oh my god, potentially. So, Conan, first of all, I need to, like, apologize profusely. I was so pissed off that I missed, like, you streaming Tales of Symphonia last night. And Fury, I've been pissed off as well that I haven't been able to make your streams the last couple of times either, watching Brilliant Diamond. Oh, this is just the way to the boss. That's convenient. Like, it's just like, it's been really annoying. Whoa! It's been really annoying that I haven't got, that just timing didn't work out well. But yeah. Conan I did follow, so now at least I'll see when get an email or whatever. Yeah, time zones aren't really they're an excuse for your one, Fury, because it's in the middle of the night. But if I use time zones as I might just have to, like, going back to the same place all over again. Oh yeah, I have the sailcloth. I forgot about that. Time zones are like an excuse, but if I start using time zones as the as an excuse for Conan's one, then he's not gonna be happy. Is there, like, some bird passing by here or something? That, yeah, there we go. Are you, like, gonna come over here so I can whip onto you? So now I guess we should be able to make it up here, I think. It's after turning into, like, a really delicious, like, it's that north-south time zone divide. I actually need some hearts. But yeah, how did everything go in the end? Was it good? Did it go well, Conan? And also, plus, I've, like, seen, like, very little of Tales of Symphonia as well. Excuse me? Am I not, like, close enough to whip? I've seen, like, very little of Tales of Symphonia as well, so I would have actually enjoyed getting the chance to see some. Like, in general, I'm actually really I'm so glad that, like, that there's like a nice kind of group of us who are kind of your computer didn't explode. That's good. The I'm so glad that there's kind of like a group of us that are streaming like semi-regularly, you know, like between yourself, Conan, myself, you Fury, and also Katie and Mayo and people like that. Amanda streams every now and then as well, into the bargain. I'm actually just so glad that we're able to just hang out and have a little bit of community, if you know what I mean. I feel like that's been missing for me anyway for a very long time. I wonder if I'm able to like do something with this whip now. I need to try the bird. Hang on a second. Haven't I able to like I don't need you shaving half a heart off of my health, you stupid fish. That's like the last thing I need. Aren't we able to like flip up the lily pads now? I think, aren't we? Maybe not these ones. But I think you're able to use the whip to like flip up the lily pads as well. Those hurt as well, as far as I remember. Those like lily roots, they'll hurt you too. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's like I'm really enjoying like to have that little bit of community again. It's so enjoyable, and as I say, it's something that like for me anyway has been missing for quite a while. I think I've enjoyed like doing my stuff and like creating my Let's Play videos and things like that, but somehow, like, I don't know how much sense this makes, but streaming is after making it even more enjoyable to make the Let's Play videos that I've been making, if you know what I mean. Like the fact that I'm doing both, each of them is making the other more fun, I think, is what I'm saying, you know. I love our little group of people, like, exactly, Conan. We're just like a ragtag bunch of misfits, you know. What's not to love? Okay, I've got your number now, Spider. I know I've just got to flip you off. Say, Conan, you missed us cleaning Pipit's house in the last stream. We actually cleaned Pipit's house. No longer does he need to live in squalor and dirt and dust. Okay, so what do we do? Are we able to, like, whip that from here? Ooh, that's so cool. Again, like, the dungeons in this game, I know I've said it in, like, every single stream, but, like, the dungeons in this game are actually really good. Let's try and, like, whip a bokoblin. I wonder what happens then. Oh, I guess, or else we can just, like, knock him into the water so he drowns to death. But yeah, I know I, like, say it in, like, every single, I feel like I say it every single stream, but the dungeons are what make this game. It really to... Whoa, you're a big guy. For you. Oh, can I play my harp here? And maybe not die? And will I have to go over and... Oh, now I have to hit it with the Skyward strike? This better be worth it. Excuse me? What the hell? It is like, so... What? Oh, we have to draw something? What do I have to draw? Can I draw whatever I want? So I can draw, like, a heart? That's not what I drew! That's, like, the last thing I need. I need to go back to like a DS Art Academy or some 3DS Art Academy. The like everything to do with motion controls in this game. Can I like whip you? I'm gonna try whipping everything now. Look at how like smooth and graceful it feels. But unfortunately it doesn't do anything. Except I die. I got killed by a plant. Is this like our first game over? Yes, for my sins. I think this is like literally like legit our first game over that we've got. It starts us all the way back up here? That's a bit obscene. Like everything in this game in the HD version, the motion control stuff is like a lot more endurable. It's actually enjoyable for the most part, except for like the stuff like where's the fish mouth? Oh, there it is. Except for this enemy blocks your hits on 2 sides. Hit him on the 1 side somehow or whatever. Like that stuff is never going to be fun because it's just a bad idea, right? But just like the beetle and the swimming to a certain extent, even though the swimming I find, as I said like the last time, the swimming is one of the things that is just like not, it isn't necessarily easier. But yeah, the harp is, in summary, the harp is a lot easier. I wish you could like whip enemies though. That's one thing that's missing. It's like I feel like when I'm fighting with the sword, the problem is that it never feels natural or something like that. Like it always feels like I have to spend like more time thinking about like what way I want to swing my sword than actually like going ahead and swinging it, if you know what I mean. And then what, like, I think this is like I think this is like the best way to explain it actually, is that like usually by like, if I'm fighting an enemy, like those Boko Babas are like a good example. If I'm fighting an enemy, like I'll spend more time thinking about like thinking about like what way I should swing my sword, and then actually going and doing it. But then I can't get up there. So what does that do for me? There's probably something I can swing with. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this isn't my first rodeo. So then, like, by the time I've thought about it, right, and usually a lot of the time then, by the time I've like thought about it and swung the sword, it's like the enemy's either in the middle of an attacking animation, and then you just can't hit them because like they don't have a vulnerable spot, or the and then you just can't hit them because they don't have a vulnerable spot, or what happens is that oh, is this where we go like into the underworld? As far as I remember, that's really cool in this dungeon. You get to like go into like an underworld section down in the bottom. Yes, it's so cool. But I think there's actually another like underworld section too, where it feels like you're like in a cave or something, rather than being where it feels like you're in a cave or something. I'm gonna like chop down all of these spiders. So yeah, or else they're after like repositioning themselves, and then you hit them, and then like Link's like recovery from the animations are generally, like, I find anyway, are like somewhat slow in this game. Like this isn't like a fast paced game when it comes to like the various animations. Like they generally feel quite slow. So as a result, then your like recovery time from missing a hit is like such that then you don't have time to like compensate and then hit something again. Oh, I see what we can do here. So in summary, like I've said before, into the nasty waters. Yeah, that's it. So like in summary, it's just that, just like I've said a million times before, the dungeons and puzzles in this game, fun. The combat in this game, generally not fun. Yeah, there's the cave. This is so cool. This is like more like something out of like Okami or something like that than Skyward Sword. That's how cool it is. Excuse me? Like, my health is very precious at the moment. I don't need you coming up here into my grill, giving me 5 rupees as if I needed it. The rupees do as good as nothing. But yeah, I remember this dungeon. You go into this kind of like underworld section, like under the temple, like in the above section. You're in like it's like everything's cool and everything's golden, and you're in the golden temple and things like that, you know. And then like you're in then you go down into this like creepy oh, Gavalt is playing Binding of Isaac. Then you go into like this creepy like dungeon section or whatever, and it's just really, really cool. Like, and it just feels it feels like kind of like not like rotted or something like that is like the best way I can describe it. So this is the shortcut back out here. I have like a memory of like being able to like latch onto your tail. And fly, is that wrong? Or maybe it's like the one up there that you can do that with. Like, I definitely have like a weird memory of being able to do that, but maybe you can't actually. So, look, there's like little fish in here as well, like little arowana looking things. Like, this dungeon is just beautiful. I have a feeling like, if I remember correctly, we actually have to like bash this from below. Is that true? Like, are you able to flip these up from... No, you're not. It would have done it there. So, are we able to get up? Are we able to, like, do, like, a dolphin? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. I watched that, like, I did end up actually watching that superhero movie last weekend, the one with Drake Bell in it as the dragonfly or whatever, the one, the like spoofy parody one. Okay, so is this, what do I do here? Do I like... Ah, it's one of those. Okay, now I gotcha. That, like, spoof parody superhero film, it's, like, not great. I don't know, we didn't expect anything more, but it is, like, not great, really, at all. It's like, there are some, like, bizarre moments in it. Like, I think that's the thing. There are, like, some moments in it that are just kind of, like, funny because of how bizarre they are. But just in terms of it as a film in general, it is, like, poor. Like, I would not recommend, like, going out of your way to watch it. However, there were some randomly funny parts, like that weird clip that I put on Discord of the, whoa, that's interesting. Well, that's not gonna do much, is it? Or wait a second, maybe it is. Because now I can probably, like, go back over there and go back up there and then flip it again or something. That weird clip where, like, the guy who's supposed to be who's like a parody of Professor Charles Xavier from X-Men or whatever, where his wife and kids are there and they're just exactly like him, like bald and in a wheelchair. Like, that, there's something kind of funny about that, you have to admit, like, because it's just so absurd, you know? It's something that's just so absurd because it makes because it makes absolutely no sense. And, like, as if that wasn't like funny enough, then there's like that weird moment where, like, his wife holds up a baby, which is also just him, like, bald in a wheelchair and wearing a suit, but it's like a newborn baby or something like that. It's just strange. Okay, so now we can get down there. I'm, like, hurting for some seeds. Oh, you're here? I didn't even see you. The most exciting battle in Zelda history, everybody. So yeah, that is funny. Also, there's like, yeah, she can make anything funny. It's like, that's the thing. But so that is funny, I have to admit. But like, and there's like that part like at the beginning where he gets his powers, where he like where he gets some, he like gets tripped and falls in like a load of shit or something like that, and as a result then he needs to like wash the shit off his clothes. He needs to like wash the shit off of his clothes. So he gets this big bottle of water and starts spraying it all over himself or whatever in an attempt to like, excuse me. Okay. In an attempt to like wash the stuff off of his clothes. Oh, interesting. So now the Buddha, kind of like the central Buddha statue, like descends into the cave in the bottom. And it's just like, it really does feel like it's the underworld or something like that. It's just cool. I have no idea why that lever is over there and that bird statue when there's like no chance of us ever getting over there, but still. What was I going to say? So he like starts spraying himself all over with this like bottle of what he thinks is water, right? And then it turns out that like it's actually it's some sort of like aphrodisiac hormone thing or whatever. So every single animal in the laboratory like starts humping him and having sex with him and whatever and molesting him or whatever. And I mean like every animal in the laboratory, including they show like this random scene of his shoe with a snail humping the shoe, with a snail humping his shoe, going and then the subtitles just say, "Take it, bitch," like the snail is saying, "Take it, bitch." It's just really, really strange. So these zombies, as far as I know, are just like flat out indestructible, I think. If I remember correctly, like you can keep like killing them, but I don't think it gets you anywhere. And I just love the design of this place. It really feels like you're somewhere where you shouldn't be. Like the atmosphere changes, like from this kind of pristine, golden, clean like temple, and then all of a sudden you're down here in this kind of like demonic underworld sort of in this demonic underworld sort of atmosphere. It's just really cool. Shines within the eye. Strike it to shut them out and dam the flow. Okay, fair enough. If you say so. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not going dealing with you butterflies ever again. There was no... I can't believe you thought that, like, the what was clearly a heart, I don't know how you could think that it was a bomb. Oh, so this is like the blue bubble stuff. So now I can't use my items because I'm infected or whatever. But yeah, this really like makes me think of like really makes me think of Okami, playing this part of the dungeon. It just feels really, really cool. There has to be a bomb somehow that we're able to get to this thing. Because I'm not going to be able to... Is there a bomb hanging somewhere? Bomb, anybody? Oh, I probably need to use the beetle to go into the eye. Did you know the sign I read like 5 minutes ago? I got so distracted by like shit talking those butterflies. There we go. Okami is another game like I'd love to LP someday. I haven't actually played the HD remaster on Switch. I've only ever played it on the Wii. And somehow I feel like the Wii is like the definitive version. Like considering what you do with the paintbrush and stuff like that. Considering what you do with like the paintbrush and stuff like that, I feel like it really was destined to be a Wii game, you know? I feel like it was like destined to be a Wii game. But I'd say, like, considering like that the Nintendo Switch motion controls work even better than the Wii, like I'd imagine playing with the Joy-Cons on the Wii for Okami HD would be probably very enjoyable. If I do LP it, I might even like I might even just get the HD version for the Wii. Just recover some of our stamina. So what's going on here? So I have to make sure to hit the ground running over there, I guess. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get around this corner. And we're gonna die. So I okay, so recover your stamina, Link. Okay, so let's just like stay on the inside. Obviously, this is far more than my mortal mind is able to handle. Okay, so we can actually just use our regular, like, speed up until we get to this point, and then start using our stamina? Maybe that's what we can do? If we stay on, like, the inside track? The Wii version can be awkward. Like, I remember of Okami, like, I feel like I'm in the death spiral here or something. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get out of this. Is there, like, a way that I can, like, rest here or something? Like, here against this wall? I'm gonna give this, like, one more shot. You can definitely, like, get around to... You can definitely, like, get around to here. You can get up to here without using your stamina. I feel like there's something I'm missing here. This can't be this complicated, surely. Okay, so what's going on with this pillar over here? That's going to be like my next theory. Is that you need to grab onto this pillar at like the right moment or something, but I don't think there's like any moment where the vines descend down the whole way. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet you we're not supposed to be on this wheel yet at all. I bet you we're supposed to hit this thing first. Probably, I'd imagine. Maybe. I see, like, another area I can go over here. So wait a second, let's try this first. Like, I have a feeling, like, actually we're supposed to, like, slow that down somehow rather than being actually able to do that. But yeah, I remember, like, in Okami, the one I remember, oh, now it all makes sense. Oh. Like, don't you just come back to life, I thought? I have a feeling, like, I think, like, those zombies just, like, spawn endlessly as far as I know. The one I remember getting stuck on in Okami is, like, the lightning one. Like, it just did not want to recognize my input for that one. Like, a couple of the inputs could just be, like, a bit sketchy. And then it just wouldn't recognize what you wanted it to do. If you know what I mean. But other than that, I thought it was really good. Like, at no point did Okami make me feel like I was not having a good time. Like, there was no point in Okami, unlike Skyward Sword, you know, with in terms of motion control. The motion, at no point playing Okami did the motion controls in that game make me feel like I wasn't having a good time, you know? They always made me feel like I was enjoying myself. Okay, so I'm gonna get this shortcut going down here. So this is the cool part as far as I remember. But what I'm actually seeing right there now is some hearts that we can get with the beetle. So I'm just gonna take advantage of that while I can. Seeing as I need them. I have a memory of, like, the boss of this dungeon. I definitely remember, this is us, like... Oh, we haven't, like, got the... we haven't got, like, the boss key yet, though, have we? Wait a second. Yeah, we haven't got the boss key yet. How do we get that? Isn't this, like, the boss key here? We just skipped it? It's, like, up there, I think, is it? But I think we get it from... I think we get it after we do that thing with the thread, though, isn't it? As far as I remember. Let's just try it, anyway. Because I remember this part being really cool. Like, you start climbing, and then they start, like, chasing after you, these zombies. It's just really, really cool. And you have to break free, but you want to make sure you have enough stamina. But I didn't get the boss key. Like, I feel like I'm missing something here, because I should have got the boss key at some point, and I just didn't bother. We've been going so well as well. Like, we've been like, doing this dungeon in record time, I feel. So look, is this a shortcut then, if I pull over this thing? Yeah, see, that's a shortcut right there. But then, like, what does this say? Return the stone giant to its additional form, and then descend below the earth again along the tread. Ah, well, it's a good thing that sign is here to tell us. Buddha is coming back from his vacation in the depths of the underworld here. But yeah, otherwise, so now we just head back down here, I guess. The, otherwise, like, Okami is just an amazing game. Like, it's just so... It's the best Zelda game that's not a Zelda game, you know? I think that's definitely like a that's definitely a like, it's something that's said a lot. I love the way this key is just like a little Buddha statue as well. It's just cool. Ah, this is what I remember. The zombies trying to keep you down there with them. They're just gonna get squashed. Like, they're just gonna get flat out squashed. Okami's art style is breathtaking. The story is really good. The characters are really funny. The humor is really good. Like, it definitely gets that good balance between the characters being funny and serious at the same time. Like, whoever wrote it is a genius. The combat is really fun. The puzzles are fun as well. It never feels too easy or too hard. It's just an extremely well-designed game, you know? It's so beautiful. So yeah, it's definitely one that I would like to do it sometime in the future. So let me see. What are we working with here? This is it? No. Ah, I think... I'm gonna get, like, carpal tunnels. What the hell? It is this one, isn't it? It has to be. Oh, I bet it's the other way around, like with the... Of course! With the lotus bud. This is like so awkward. This is an example of something where even the greatest motion controls in the world can't save it. That's like something that, if this was on the 3DS, it would be fun. But since it's not, you're just sitting here, like, gyrating your wrist in the most awkward way imaginable. Okay, so... Oh, cool. What I remember so I remember what the boss of this dungeon is. I also remember it being really cool, but I also remember it being one of the bosses that I struggled with when I played the game first, so I actually found it a little bit tough playing through the game the first time. Like, I remember dying to this guy like 3 times. Jesus, the longest neck in the universe. This guy's just not going to feel the same after we've been through this dungeon. Like, he's just never going to feel the same way. But yeah, I remember this boss being really cool, but actually quite a bit of a challenge. But a fun challenge, not like a bullshit one like Girahim in the first dungeon. Like, this one is actually enjoyable, so... Oh, speaking of whom... You certainly are persistent. I'm terribly busy trying to find clues that will help me revive the Demon King. That's pleasant. Some irksome gadfly when I'm this busy is... Well, it's making me very disagreeable. He's just like the most pointless villain of all time. He's pointless on the same level as like Onyx in Oracle of Seasons, where Onyx just shows up at the beginning. He's like, yeah, I'm a big guy for you. And then he takes Din away, and then you never see him again until the end of the game. The ancient automaton Kalaktos. He has such like a pleasant expression on his face for like a giant like scary automaton. This is just like one of those battles where like the motion controls feel fun, like they feel satisfying. Like, basically you're just trying to bait him into like... hitting down with his arms, I guess. I don't really care about losing the health here. To be honest, I'd like prefer just to like hit the thing. But like I do remember this guy kicking my ass the first time playing the game, like he definitely did, so I'm like I'm wondering what's gonna come next. Like, doesn't he even like get up at one point as far as I remember? I do remember him, like, getting up out of the ground. Like, I think he has, like, a second phase where he, like, gets up out of the ground and starts, like... Oh, I didn't have, like, the whip out. Oh, come on. It's like when you run... when you run, you put the whip away, which obviously isn't great, you know. I'm just gonna get in. I was just gonna get in there, to be honest. Okay, is this like time for phase 2? It's just a cool concept for a boss. Like, that's what I think is like enjoyable about it. Like, it really is like an example. It's one of those like Zelda bosses where like it utilizing the dungeon item is just extremely fun, you know? Whoa. Come get me, Kolokdos. Did you guys see what I saw? In that, like, I'm pretty sure I whipped that thing like 4 times. Oh, cool! I forgot this, though. Like, I think what it wants me to do is, like, whip those things, like, whip the sword into my hand, and then, like, oh, pick up? I can just, like, pick it up? Here was me, I was, like, hoping I'd be able to, like, whip it into my hand, and then, like, swing it around, but no, apparently not. So I was like, could you imagine? Here I am with that thing, like, whipping it. It'd be cool if they did, like, whoa. It'd be cool if they did, like, a, if they did, like, a, I'm just gonna, like, run away from this guy for now. It'd be cool if they did, like, a design of Alexander one time that was like this. It'd just be cool, you know, like the way usually, like, Alexander is like a big castle, but they've gone for the kind of, like, steam-driven Alexander sometimes as well. Like, I think this kind of, like, metal kind of, like, multi-armed automaton would be, like, really, really cool as well as far as, like, designs go. I would like to get in there and get that heart, but not, like, at the expense of losing all my other ones. I think I've got, like, this guy figured out, though, at this stage. Okay, come on. Come get me. Okay, so now you're going to spawn these guys. Okay, try this one on for size. Try that. Come on, swipe, get the leg. Did we get him? First try? Or does he have, like, another phase? No, I think we got him. I can't believe I thought you could, like... Oh, no, my God, look at his face! His face! Look at his face! I'd look like that as well if someone, like, ripped all my limbs off. Could you imagine? Oh my God. They keep showing his face. He's like that Pikachu meme face. That's what he looks like. I think I found like my next emote for the Discord, everybody. Like, look at this. He's flabbergasted. We can't go our separate ways. No, we can't go our separate ways. Oh, well, that was a fun one. I can't believe I thought that you'd be able to, like, pick up one of the swords with the whip. I'm still convinced that you must be able to do that. Like, pick... It's because they were shining. Like, if they hadn't, like, made them sparkle like that, I don't think I would have thought that you'd be able to do that. But come on, how cool would it have been if you, like, pick up the sword with a whip, and then you're, like, swinging it around with the whip? It just would have been cool. Anyway, for now, I guess we'll just have to be happy with a Skyward Strike or whatever. Can't believe we did that dungeon in about an hour. I have, like, memories of, like, the dungeons in this game, of it being a bit longer, or at least taking me longer. But I'm really happy with how that went. Link and his high-speed DSLs as usual. Look at this! Like, Fi inside there in that fire? This is just a little bit too intense for a little guy like me to handle, I think. So now, as far as I remember... Oh, Fi has made our sword longer and sharper to do twice as much damage? Oh, interesting. If I remember correctly, like, the next thing we do is we fight that same stupid boss again, like, this for another time. The imprisoned or whatever. And then I think we do another one of those stupid, like, tier of light, like Twilight Princess, but not as fun segments. Except, as far as I remember, we get, like, our sword gets taken away or something like that. Like, I think our sword gets taken away from us in the Elden one. But actually, isn't the next one, don't they, like, whoa, they shake it up. Don't we go to Lanayru next, I think? Is, like, the next dungeon actually Lanayru rather than Elden, as far as I remember? Or I might be wrong. Who knows? Oh, it's this asshole again. You missed it the last time, Conan. Like, when we came back, we came back here twice. Once with the wrong water. And I just nearly lost it. Farewell. I hope we never see you ever again. We probably will, though. I really like this Lake Floria music. It's really nice. It's just really kind of like... The swimming, I swear. It's just really kind of like tranquil and enjoyable. There's something almost like Dragon Quest-like about it. Or something, like, I don't know, there's something that makes me think about that. Where's this going? Oh, a shortcut. How convenient. I never noticed this before. What have you got to say for yourself now? Yeah, I know. I literally know. already. You don't need to tell me that. Or at least let me figure it out myself. We were getting on so well, Fi. You'd been holding your tongue like you should do another one of these guys. I guess they do this so that you can, like, see how, like, much more powerful the sword is in comparison or something like that. Look at his, like, nipple piercings. Like, of course he falls on me when he dies. He has, like, these, like, big nipple piercings, like, with the rings on them, like someone's gonna suspend him from them. Okay, so where am I? I never know where the hell I'm going in this thing. So the deep woods, that's where the dungeon is. Let's actually try and get this and figure this out right this time. The last time when we were supposed to go to when we were supposed to go see the woman. I, like, couldn't figure out where I was supposed to go at all. Like, are we supposed to go this way? Yeah, so this is, like, where I was trying to find the other time. Can I actually, like, whip these things? I might actually use the beetle to try and get some seeds here. We can relax now. The dungeon is over. Can take our time, enjoy ourselves. We're not in any rush, you know. Can't believe you can actually, like, pick up the fruit. I thought it'd just, like... Excuse me? I thought it'd just, it'd just break it. So how many do we have now? 11. Just gonna get some more while I'm here. As I say, we're not in any rush here. All we're doing is going back to Skyloft. What have you got to say for yourself? I did that already. I showed you that before. Whoa! They're really not as exciting as you think they are. Trust me. Especially not when you clearly draw a heart on them. Like, watch. Heart. When you clearly draw a heart and it thinks it's a bomb again? I don't know how much more clear you want me to be. Just want to... I don't think we have to go in there yet, to be honest. Like, I think the next thing we do is go back to the... When that happens, I would like your help. Whatever. I'm so sick and tired of all you characters bullshit in this game. I'm like making it, I think it's time for Link to, like, look out for #1 here, you know? All Link does is spend his time traipsing around, looking after everyone else's crap, you know? I think it's time for Link to engage in a little bit of self-care. I'll make an exception for Pippet, though, if his house needs cleaning again. What I think we should do, though, is I should get him out of there. I need to, like, rescue him from his abusive family home. call like Pipit Protective Services. What is up with that? Like, did you see that that picture that I posted in like the Discord at one point, where of like the of like Pipit, but like drawn in like the style of like a Persona character? Like, it was crazy. I have no idea where it came from. Like, I couldn't find like who the artist was. The speaking of Hoarders, I watched like the newest episode of Hoarders the other day. It was actually quite okay. It wasn't as like she was quite successful and she was engaging with the process, and the episode wasn't like solely like existing just to like make like a holy show of her or whatever, of like the poor woman. But like the episode of My 600 Pound Life I watched yesterday, the new one, oh my god, that was like something else. I have never seen an episode like it in my entire life. And you want to know what was crazy about it? What was crazy about it is that like the episode was definitely like focused more so on the person's drama and on her like interactions with like her with the other people, more than her like weight loss journey or whatever. Or here's Slappy, the ventriloquist's dummy again. And a statue. And Fi. When you struck the crest with a skyward strike from your sword, a message from the goddess awakened deep within my memory. Oh, this is the, like, bargain basement Nights into Dreams segment again. No, they didn't die in a hurricane. That was another episode. The episode yesterday, you will not believe this, right? The, I'm talking over, like, Fi's, like, dancing segment, even though it's, like, animated really beautifully. So actually, I'm actually going to give her a modicum of respect here, because these scenes look really cool. Where they show her dancing around while we play the harp. There we go. Anyway, Nairu's wisdom. Yeah, I was right. The next one is Lanairu, not Eldon. But, so what do we do now? You can now use dowsing to locate the gate to the next trial, the Nairu Desert. Yeah. Yada, 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 yada. So, this woman, right? She had like a boyfriend that she had known for like 1 month or something like that, but they were all lovey-dovey, you know, they were all loved up together, the 600-pound woman and this man. And the guy, actually, in fairness, like, he definitely seemed to me to have like diminished capacity. Like, he came across as really quite naive, you know, and childish, you know, even though those two things mean the exact same thing, but you know what I mean, right? So, which is fair enough, that doesn't matter, you know, the two of them might have been perfectly happy. But then, when, in order to... Whoa, what did I do there? It was like an escape maneuver. I'm pretty sure I did the exact same thing the last time by accident as well, by the way. I saw the enemy and then I just like hit the escape, the eject button and jumped into the sky. They were... But like, then when it came to the time that they were actually going to Houston, Texas, the guy didn't drive and the woman didn't drive either. The woman who was the patient, Lacey B was her name. So like the guy's sister was actually going to drive them to Texas, right, to see Dr. Nozarden. The guy's sister, I could tell right from the get-go, she was like hard work. She was like tough as old boots. She was like just, but I didn't really necessarily think she was going to be nasty right at the beginning. But I could tell that there was like no love lost between her and Lacey, the patient or whatever, right? Cause like she pretty much made it known from the beginning. She was there like before they even left for Texas. She was like, I love my brother and he gets taken advantage of by people, right? And the jury's still out as far as Lacey's concerned. I'll give anyone the benefit of the doubt, but I haven't made my mind up about her yet. So she pretty much made it clear that like, look, there was no love lost between her and the woman and your one Lacey. And I think it's coming from a place of the brother has like obviously a diminished capacity. I don't know whether he had like Asperger's or autism or something like that. I have no idea. They said he had epilepsy, but I think he had more than epilepsy going on really from my point of view. So I'm going just visiting Pippet I'm doing a wellness check on Pippet. Are you still keeping a tidy home, Mrs. Pippet? Keeping things nice and neat? We go and inspect Pippet's room, Pippet's sleeping conditions. If I find anything to mark her down on, I'm going taking Pippet into care. But there was like no love lost between them, obviously, right? So they start on the trip to Houston, and then it just starts. Like the sister's just like down on top of her. Like they end up like having to stop like after the they end up having to stop because like the woman, and look, this isn't even funny, right? In fairness, this woman has like medical issues. She accidentally like farted and shat herself. It's funny in one way, right? But in another way, look, they're just trying to get to where they need to go on the way to Houston. She farted and like pooed herself by accident, and they needed to stop. And the sister was just like laughing at her. She was laughing. She just couldn't get enough of it, right? And I'm like, just put your differences aside. Like, you know, you shouldn't, if you didn't want to like bring them to Texas, then why did you agree to bring them to Texas or whatever? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna go to Lanairu. Fledge, I'm not even ready to talk to you yet. What do you want now? First it was find your sister, then it was like, oh, now I get the gratitude crystal. Maybe I can go see Batro and maybe he'll give me something actually while I'm here. Maybe I could buy a shield. That might be an idea. But anyway, so it started there, right? The sister was laughing at her. Like, the sister is constantly down on her, kind of like, yeah, you need to do this and you need to do that and my brother's a good man and blah, 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 blah. Like, just like shit talking, right? So it went from there. Anyway, they go to Houston. She has the appointment. The doctor says you need to lose 100 pounds or 50 pounds in 2 months or whatever, you know, and then we'll get you weighed back in Washington or wherever they were. And then come down and have another appointment, and we might clear you for weight loss surgery or whatever. So anyway, they decided off their own bat to move to Houston. Like, the woman had very clearly not done the work, and had not, like, 30 of them. Jesus, you're needy. Another needy person in Link's life. Yeah, she knew she was on TV, but I don't think she cared, Conan. I think this person was literally just an awful human being. Like, she had convinced herself that, like, this Lacey one is just trying to take advantage of her brother. Now, that might have been the case, who knows, right? I don't think that Lacey was malicious, the patient was maliciously, like, taking advantage. But I definitely think when you're 600 pounds, you need somebody to look after you. So any relationship that you end up in is going to be a relationship where the person is not only your like lover and your significant other, but your carer as well, for better or for worse, right? So they decided to just like straight up move to Houston, even though like the doctor hadn't like said they should move to Houston yet. Whatever, I guess they thought it was the best thing to do. She clearly hadn't done the work that she needed to do in order to lose the weight that was necessary to in order to lose the weight that was necessary to in order to lose the weight that was necessary to get to surgery, whatever. And then, like, one of the title screens said that on the way, tempers get the better of people. They started flat out arguing. Like, the sister was, like, down on the patient. She was like, you think that you're going to be able to do this? You haven't done shit to, like, lose any weight, and you're not ready to do this, and blah, 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 and you're just doing this, and you're just taking advantage of my brother, and all of this kind of thing, right? And you lied about this, and you missed the appointment back in June, and all of this stuff. And then, like, the patient started, like, snapping back. She was like, yeah, but you're fat as well. And then the sister was like, yeah, I know I'm fat. I never said I wasn't. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. It's like, what do you mean you never said you weren't? That doesn't... what, do you think that, like, the patient was like, I'm not fat? That never happened, right? And, so the what was I talking about? What part was I at? So they start arguing, right? In the end they stop. The argument gets to such a point, right? Where they stop the Lacey goes to the bathroom or something like that, while she's like out of the way, while she's like somewhere else. Like, if you even believe this, the sister convinced the brother to break up with her, right? So the sister convinced the brother that she was no good for him and that he should break up with her there and then. So he did. He actually, like, went and broke up with her right there. And not only that, right? This actually gets better. Like, it gets better and better and better, or worse and worse and worse, depending on what way you want to look at it, right? But the guy breaks up with her, right? So that happens. Then, is this where I wanted to go? I don't think it is, to be honest. Like, then they just leave her there. So they're halfway to Texas, right? So they're halfway between, like, Washington and Texas. They're after cleaning out the entire apartment and packing everything into, like, a moving trailer or whatever, right? So, can I just, like, not go in here for some reason? Oh, this is where I want to go. I know you're saying what the fuck already. Believe it or not, this gets even more ridiculous, right? So they're after obviously they were moving to Houston, right? So they packed up her entire life into like a rental trailer, to like all her furniture, all her clothes and everything like that, like everything she owned. They were halfway across the country from, like, Washington State to Texas, like, in the middle of nowhere, right? In the middle of nowhere. And they, oh, I guess I'll die. In the middle of nowhere, your man breaks up with her, and then they literally just, like, leave her there. Like, they drive away and leave her in like the middle of nowhere, where she has nothing, right? Except, like, she took out, like, a couple of her bags with, like, some of her stuff in them. Then she goes to, like, Then she's like, I think she's like almost going to have heat stroke or something like that, which wouldn't have surprised me because she's like a 600-pound woman out in like the hot sun wherever they were, and they just like leave her there. She goes to the hospital, right? The hospital is like, oh well, everything's fine. You're fine. You're good now. Can I like hit you, please? The hospital is like, oh well, you're good now. You don't need anything else. And let her go, right? So she's there. She spends like a night in a motel or something like that in the she spends a night in a motel in wherever they were. I don't even know where they were. And then like then they say, right, this is like the part that I'm like, you guys are like awful people. Guess what happened? Not only did the sister and her brother like abandon her, like in the middle of nowhere without any of her stuff, they took the trailer full of every single one of her belongings, right? Everything she had. They drove to a charity shop and they just gave it all away. They just, every single thing she owned, all of her furniture, everything, they just put it into a charity shop and were like, well, whatever, fuck you then. Can you believe it? I was like, are you actually serious? I couldn't believe it. Like, I actually just couldn't believe it. I'm just going to use the beetle to hit this thing. I think I remember spending the last, like, I don't know, when I did this the first time, I think I remember, like, using a bomb to try and do it, which was, like, the biggest waste of my time. They took everything she owned and brought it to a charity shop and just left it there. Like, can you actually believe that? I couldn't. I was like, that's too much. Like, that sister, like, whatever. This is what I think as well. This is what I was saying the last time as well. Like, is that surely the production team would be like, this isn't alright, you know? Surely the production team at some point would be like, okay, this is getting a bit too much, you know? But apparently not. Could I just have, like, gone to, like, to a different place the whole time? The thing is, if I knew, like, where the... Like, is it just me, or is, like, I'm gonna try, like, just, like, descending right by where the dungeon is, because, like, I'm pretty sure that's where it is. But the, also I just wasted a load of time, but that's what, I guess that's, who cares, right? The, surely the producers would be like, this is too much, this is actually, like, somewhat criminal abuse, you know? Especially in the case of, like, taking her personal property and just, like, giving it away. But apparently they didn't, because then what happens next is she, like, she goes to the doctor's appointment in Houston, right? So, because, like, I suppose she has nothing better to do. She's already halfway there. She might as well just go to the, I'm gonna try here. The North Desert. I have a feeling it's, like, here at, like, the, where, like, the entrance to the mining facility is, or whatever. Or at least this is in, like, the middle, so I'll be able to, like, get a better idea. Yeah, it's, like, straight up over there. Well, here we go. So, like, the, So she went to the doctor's appointment, right? The doctor was like, I think there's too much going on in your life right now, so maybe go back home. Which she did. And then they show her just like sitting in an apartment that's like completely empty. Like no furniture, no nothing. All she has is like this one suitcase. And they just show her all sad sitting down in this one apartment all on her own with no furniture or nothing. And that was like the end. Like she never got any further. Like the show was like, usually like the program is like an hour and a half long and it shows an entire year, right, of their weight loss journey. This one, I think it only showed like 6 months. It was still an hour and a half long, but there was so much drama. There was so much drama, it was unbelievable. That it only showed like 6 months. Like, and because like, it was unbelievable. You need to watch it, it was so insane. Like, I can't even describe half of the stuff that went down between like the sister and the brother and the patient. It was just nasty. Like, it was just not nice. Like, these were just ruthless, awful people, all of them. It was just bad, like. Oh, what a shame. You can't follow me. Well, won't you just, like, shut up, then? This is supposed to be the silent realm, after all. Won't you do as the Romans do? I remember, like, nothing of this one. I remembered the first one. No, I don't, Fi. Thank you very much. Thanks, but no thanks. Yes, master. You go. Won't you take this time to go and log on to whatever chat roulette or whatever you do? Or Chatterbait or whatever. Along with whatever it is, the robot that we brought back to life in the last episode. So wait a second, there's the pearls and there's the... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This isn't fun. Is nowhere sacred? This is legit, like, not a fun part. These are just, like, not fun parts of this game. These are, like, not... Like, they're not enjoyable, sorry. They're like a combination of like Temple of the Ocean King and Twilight Princess. They're just not fun. I'm gonna try and get this one like up at the top first. And I'd like prefer not to have to do one of these things twice if at all possible. That's the thing. Ah, there is a timer. There's a timer, like, at the top. Like, you can see by, like, the petals on the flower how much time you have left. The last time I was like, yeah, you can't see how much time you have left, so it's extra stressful. Like some sort of idiot. Who's texting me now? Oh, yeah. Like, I feel like this part is going to be fine. It's when we get into, like, the actual desert, I'm going to be like, I'm ready to die. Okay, so are there any more in this part of the desert? I don't see any. On this, like, central tower. I need to, like, get another, like, one of those white pearl things. Forgive me if I'm, like, a little bit quiet during this section, but it genuinely, like, I find this, like, a little bit stressful. It's just, like, not very fun. I'm like, please don't make me do this. Like, look at this. That it makes us do. Ah, no, 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 no. They're gonna get me. Oh my god. That was too much. Sorry, that was like way too much for me to like handle. I don't even know whether that was like the right way to do that. It's like... Oh my god. Okay, I'll just go over here. I'll pick up this thing. At least they all seem to be in, like, this central area. And whoever's texting me, like, stop texting me for 1 minute. This is not the time I want to be, distracted. Okay, can we, like, jump over here? And then maybe make it up here? Okay, so this is actually going, like, I'm actually, like, very happy with how this is going so far. Like, I actually couldn't be happier. There's, like, 5 more that we need to get. I can see, like, 2 of them from here already. Don't ask me how I'm going to get this one. Can we not just, like, maybe we just, like, run up the tree? Maybe we, like, roll into the tree. There we go. Okay, this is where it's going to get, like, a little bit more sketchy, because these things are going to start trying to chase us. Okay, but I can just get that one right there, and then it'll be okay. Ah, no, please, 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 leave me alone. I don't know you. No, this is bad. This is where it all goes to shit. Because they'll start, like, closing in on me from places where I can't even see where they are. This is, like, exactly what I did not want to happen. Okay, I see one. Oh my god. That was way too much. I never want to do that ever again. How the fuck are we supposed to get this one over here? So wait a second, I presume. So there's like 2 left. Hang on a second. I think I'd kind of like that one to be the last one I get, if at all possible. So there's like 1 there. Okay, I'll get this one first. And then at least that one where, like, I'm scared of the 2 things is, like, the last one that I need to get. So this one has, like... Is that gonna, like, trigger something when I, like, land? Oh no, it's, like, in the middle of the... Do I have to start this all over again now? Don't tell me I do. Ah, why'd you have to put me next to that thing? Okay. Ah, now I remember. There's, like, the hidden paths or something like that. Okay, so the last one we need to get is, like, over there. So hang on a second. We'll just come down here. So I think they actually want you to, like... somehow, like, dodge them from, like they're, like, the Hyrule Castle guards or something. Like, go over here and hope that they don't get you. And then over here. I think we've actually got this. I can't believe we did that. Oh my god. That is, like, such a relief. My spirit has grown. Until you exit the Silent Realm. How do I exit the Silent Realm? Oh, it's over there. They couldn't just, like, let me go, could they? How do I exit the Silent Realm? Where is the exit to the Silent Realm? Oh my god, like, can they not just, like, leave me go, please? Can I not just, like, walk up this box? I don't see, like, the exit to the Silent Realm illuminated anywhere. There it is. Oh my god. Please don't do this to me. At least, like, the thing doesn't seem to be, like, counting down, but still. Oh, that is such a relief. But as far as I remember, for, like, the, As far as I remember, for the Elden one, they actually take your sword away. Ooh. We got the claw shots. We got 2 at once this time. Where's my phone? There. See what all like the texting nonsense was about. Oh, Purple Martin followed me. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Mario Giant, which is like Mario Giant, I guess, also followed. Thank you very much. Sorry I didn't say it at the time. That was like that was like an hour ago now, or an hour and a half. Oh, every one of them we finish. I'm just like, I'm relieved. Congratulations, Master. You've completed the trial. Welcome, stranger. Have a delicious meal. Lies in a place you've not yet visited. Yeah, whatever. So wait a second, is there any... Let me just take like a look at the map, because then I'll be able to... Yeah, so I presume we go over here, which is where the, which is where this question mark sign is. Yeah, because isn't that like where there's like a waterfall or something like that, if I remember correctly? So let's see what these claw shots are all about. Nice and fast, nice and fast. Where are we going? Am I going in the right direction? Yes. Let me actually be smart here, and I'll actually like mark this with a beacon, and then I'll actually be able to see it. What is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is there like a symbol over there for some reason? Oh, it's because of the puzzle to do the last dungeon or whatever. Yeah. So wait a second, how do we actually want to get up there? Let's try a different angle here. Try from here, because at least then we probably have like more options. This place doesn't seem like half as like scary now that I've finished that trial. That trial just like freaked me out. Yeah, see, we can get in there from this way. Then it's a lot easier. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get up to the next dungeon, potentially, would be cool. If we could. So I'm thinking that the next way must be like here. I never bought a shield. Well, guess it's a bit late for that now. Yeah, there's like a claw shot target there. My goal would be to like get up to the next dungeon if possible. But yeah, that was like the crazy like My 600 Pound Life episode, Lacey B's story. It was insane. I could not believe it. Like, it was just, like, disgusting, like, what they did to her. I was, like, sitting there going, like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I literally couldn't believe what I was seeing, and that they actually kept the footage and kept the episode and actually showed it, you know? Like, I can't believe they actually were like, oh, this is good content. It's like, no, it's not. You're literally, like, watching the, like, abuse of this woman who's already, like, in an extremely unhealthy way. Like, it's already the worst day of her life, you know? It's already, like, the worst day of her life. You don't need to, like, do anything to make it any worse. Like, why are you contributing to that? Also, I'm just ignoring that Goron, by the way, for some reason. So Lanairu Mine is here. So what does... I wonder what this does. I wonder if this, like, makes a shortcut. I must say, this feels, like, extremely, like, smooth. Just like it did in Twilight Princess HD, using the Wii U gamepad or whatever. So is this, like, another shortcut? I guess it is. But this is, like, the very, very start. Oh, interesting. So this is, like, the very, very start of the... This is, like, the very, very start where we touched down, like, right when we entered this area. So that's cool. Oh, an evil crystal. I'm so happy I came all the way out of my way for something that we're never, ever, ever going to use. Or maybe we'll get, like, what we'll do, I think, today, because I need to, like, get down and make dinner. Or at least get it started, is, I think what we'll do is we'll go up as far as the, as when we get to the next area, I guess. Which is, like, the sand ocean, isn't that, like, the next area is, like, that sand ocean with the big, with the ship or whatever. So I guess, well, there's like a minecart section as well, isn't there? Like, I vividly remember there being a minecart section and a minecart game, if I remember right. There's like a key up there, or a locked door up there for some reason. Oh, a monster horn. Oh no, I dropped my monster condom for my magnum dong. What did it say? Latch onto what with my whip? I never even read what it said. Lots of ancient ruins here. Can latch onto something with my whip? Hey there. Never get visitors. There's researching the legends of the three dragons. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the Lanairu Sand Sea. You don't happen to have the key to the Lanairu Sand Sea by any chance? Oh. How convenient. I was being facetious, but apparently you do. I don't know what all these bombs are here for. It's like, who cares? Isn't that like whole, like, there's like that whole, like, Three Dragons side quest or whatever, which we're not going to do. I'm wondering, like, after this, because there's only, like, 2 more dungeons in this game, really, you know? There's the one we're coming up to now, and the next one after it was once a vast ocean. This is really cool, though. I love the concept of this. Like, I love the concept of, like, Lanairu, especially, like, because usually Nairu is associated with, like, with water, or that kind of way. Um, the, I love how the concept of this area as it having once been a desert and now it's like thousands of years later it's all dried up. So it kind of like continues the same concept of the it continues the same concept of like the Lanairu like ancient mining facility, but just in like an elevated way, and I think that's like really really cool. Like I think it's such a cool idea. In one way, like, and like they do continue like with the like time with the time puzzles and things like that. There's a different atmosphere and they do it in a different way, so it doesn't feel as samey. However, I still think, you know, like in fairness, we're kind of like just coming back to the same area again, just like in the last one we were coming back to the same area again, you know. So it's like same crap, different day to a certain extent. I've got this boat here. And look at this guy. He's like a little robot with a pirate hat. And this is so cool. Like, I love that you have, like, everywhere where the crystal is, like, since it's back in time, the water is there, but you have, like, this clearly defined sort of section where the, where that stops and it turns back into sand. It's just really, really cool. Pirates, after Nairu's flame, thrown into the sea. Like, when you think about what this place would have looked like thousands of years ago, you have, like, this sea and this port here where there would have been stuff being brought in, and then, like, back in the mining facility, you have, like, it's like a bustling oasis or something like that. It's just a cool idea. They turned the shit invisible. What do you mean invisible? Yeah, I'll help you. Law of equivalent exchange. I'll help. It's not like we do anything else except, like, do other people's work in this game. Skipper's Retreat. First you need to set a course for Skipper's Retreat. Yeah. I feel like it's the old days of Wind Waker all over again. Or Phantom Hourglass. Press R to ready the cannon. Okay, fair enough. X is where my house is. Well, no, I didn't want... Excuse me? I wanted to, like, put it over here. Like, this is just cool. Like, even if you hate this game, which I did back in the day, I'm starting to like it a little bit more, but I still don't think it's really great, you know? Like, you have to admit this is, like, really, really breathtaking. Like, this is so cool. You're in the middle of a desert, and in this, like, sphere of time travel, and you turn, like, desert sands into a coral reef, into, like, a seaside coral reef as you go along. It's just so cool. Like, whoever thought of this, I hope they got, like, a bonus or something that day, because it's just... It's an amazing idea. Like, it's a shame some of these, like, cool ideas have to be in the worst Zelda game, you know? Because, like, they're just really cool. Well, that was simple. I didn't need a cannon or anything. Skipper's Retreat. Yeah, so I remember, like, mine carts here for some reason. Yeah, you stay here by the boat. Look after the boat, Mr. Captain Knuckles. It's like the marvelous misadventures of Flapjack or something. Excuse me. Can I reach that? Like, I need to, like, figure out the, I need to, like, calibrate myself on how far the claw shot can actually reach, because it seems to be quite far, to be honest. Oh, I guess I guess it is like Twilight Princess. I can, like, claw shot onto you, which is also cool. Do you know what? You guys can just stay there, like, for all I care. Okay, where am I going? Ah, now I see. It's a shame, like, I end up enjoying this game a lot until we get, like, to some, like, sword fighting battle or something like that, and then it just all, like, becomes crap again. That's what I don't like. That's what's making me feel, like, conflicted playing this part of the game, is that, like, or playing the game, like, this time around. Is that, like, the, well, what am I supposed to do about you? Can I, like, whip your shield away? Can I, like, throw a bomb over your head? Maybe. My god, well, more than one way to skin a cat, I guess. How are you supposed to fight this guy? George, you can just stay there. Like, I really don't need you in my life. With those like Boko Babas or Deku Babas or whatever as well, it seems like the best thing to do was just to... Now that'll just bring me back down to where I was, so I don't want to do that. It seems like the best thing to do is just to, like, hit them until they, like, until they go your way, I guess. Like until, like, just hit them and then eventually they'll, like, hit them until, like, they eventually, like, do what you want them, are like, in the right alignment of the way that you're hitting them. Rather than actually trying to do what the game wants you to do. It's like I was saying, it's like, the game is fun until it wants you to do some, like, bullshit with the sword, you know? Like, fight some enemy where you can only hit it, like, when you hit it in the exact right way or something. Because, like, 9 times out of 10, it just doesn't work the way the game wants it to work. And I don't think that'll ever change. I think even in like 20 years' time, when they, like, release Skyward Sword, the VR experience or something like that, you know, when we get to that point, because that, like, everything's going to get released, like, 10 times, you know, obviously. That's what's going to happen, you know. Even when we get to that point, did he just, like, disappear? He was just like, I'm going home. It's like, I've had enough of this. Like, even when it gets, like, re-released the next time, I still don't think that it'll be fun. I guess I need to whip you, maybe? Ah, now I see what's happening. Can you, like, give me a bit of peace for 2 seconds? Anyway, as I was saying, I think that'll always be the way. Like, I don't think that, like, because I can't envision a... Well, I don't know. I don't want to be, like, too down on it either. But from where I'm sitting right now, it's, like, hard to believe that they'll ever be able to make it be the... What the hell? Excuse me, but what was I supposed to do about that? Hello? That thing is, like, there. What am I supposed to do about that? Can I hit it with the beetle? Maybe? Maybe, like, chop it down? There we go. There's, like, a part of this music that keeps playing every now and then, and it keeps making me worried that my, like, stamina is, like, running out or something. It keeps, like, there's a part of, like, the music in this, like, desert area that keeps, like, playing where it goes, like, beep, 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 beep. Where it, like, keeps making me think, like, wait, is my stamina running out? Am I going to, like, fall off the wall or something like that? And then it's like, no, that's just part of the music that sounds exactly like that. Otherwise, I'm, like, really enjoying the music in this area. In this game in general, the music is really good. As I say, like, there's, like, so much that I love about this game, which is almost like why it's even more disappointing when there's, like, so much that I also find infuriating about it, if you know what I mean. Like, it's like it gets so close to being a great game, you know, but there are just, like, some core things that don't work. Can you, like, guys shut up, please? These cicadas. Oh, am I supposed to, like, go in here or something? This is a house, by the way. So yeah, I don't know. It's like there's like so much that I want to... Whoa, excuse me. There's so much that I want to, like, enjoy about this game. There's so much about this game that makes me want to enjoy it. That makes me want to enjoy it, but then, like, the core mechanics, a lot of them just don't work the way... just aren't... They're just, like, more irksome than... a lot of the core mechanics, they're more irksome than they're worth, you know? Ah, now I have an ancient sea chart. Is that, like, Titanic in the background? Like, is it me, or is there, like, one of those little robots holding another robot up on the prow of the ship or something? Like Titanic. There's like 500 fucking robots on that one. Oh, many happy days. Many happy days with his seamen. Well, now I guess we can use the zip line, can we? Or else we can just, like, jump off here if we're feeling really daring. I think I'll go with the zip line. Hang on a sec, grab. This is just fun. I think, like, of all the things I like about this game, though, the way it looks is, like, the primary one. like, just the visual design, I think, is just so luscious. You know, the colors are just so vibrant. The colors are so vibrant. It's the characters have like a lot of personality in their facial expressions. Anchors away. There's a nice bit of humor, you know. Okay, so show me what this sea chart is going to do for us now. The shipyard is at that location, alright. So now we don't need this anymore. Put one over here. Oh my god, we can go like a speedboat. I didn't even try this. Okay, so can we make it through here? Apparently not. Oh, that's like the boundary. Fair enough, I guess. These are such tranquil waters. Why would you ever need a... Why would you ever need a cannon? You know what this makes me think of, though? It makes me think of, like, like, we can just ignore these enemies, to be honest. Just like we used to ignore them in Wind Waker all the time. I would kind of like to just hit them, though. Just for fun. But, it's making me think of, like, It's making me think of, like, what was I saying? The coral reef in Mario Sunshine in Gelato Beach. Because you just have, like, a really cool kind of, like, color scheme and texture that's like that. Since I'm this far, I might as well get up to the start of the next dungeon at this time, at this stage, you know. Shipyard. Depending on how long it takes, like, I have no memory of how long this takes, to be honest. Minecart track, might be able to get to the back. Minecart, yeah, fair enough. Like, I have no memory of how long this section of the game takes, to be honest. Like, I do... It was, like, so long ago. Oh, these guys? Do you know what? I'm just gonna skip you as well. Not worth my time. As I've said multiple times during this streaming session, like, anything involving sword fighting with enemies is just, like, automatically not fun. That's my seat! Oh my god! He's, like, so... Like... No, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to talk to you, you asshole. Safety information. Yeah, whatever. Approach the cart. Press A to get on. Lean your body to balance the weight of the cart. If you're moving too fast, press B to slow down. Jump up. Jump up to clear obstacles. Okay, well, let's give this a try. Oh, I leaned the wrong way. This feels like so, like, weird. Oh, you want to lean into the curve. Oh, now I get it. This is like that one Mario Party game, the 2 versus 2 minecart racing one. I think it's in, like, Mario Party 2. This is like some relaxing music considering what we're doing as well, by the way. We're here like on a minecart, like going at like 500 miles an hour. And then it's just like this relaxing, like, tranquil, like, spa music or something like that going on in the background. What does this one say? To the construction bay. Sounds right up my alley. Like, here's like this relaxing music. Do you know what they need is like the Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, then we want to go like this. Okay, that worked somehow. I don't know what happened there. I was too busy like singing Baby Park the first time. No! It's like it comes up so fast, and I've like hardly any time to like correct myself. What the hell? I was holding, I was leaning. What about a baby park is it? Wait a second, what the hell? It's like I'm not building up enough it's like I lose it at that like one point. Let's try it again. I'm gonna be doing Baby Park a lot here. Remember what I said about I want to get up to the next dungeon? If this ends up taking us like an hour, then I'm just, or like another half hour, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, screw this, I'll do this the next time when I have more like energy and dexterity. What the hell? I twisted, I leant. I'm gonna get there this time. I think I like, maybe it's like losing its like centering or something like that. Maybe I should be trying to slow down at certain points. But at that point I wasn't even going that fast. Look, see, it's leaning the wrong way. It was leaning the wrong way, I swear. Like, I was holding the thing horizontally, and it just got confused. It's like when it gets confused when you're swimming or something like that. See, the thing is, you can't slow down coming up to that jump, because then you don't make it. Maybe I'm like leaning too severely and it's like knocking it off the and it's like knocking off the centering or something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna like recenter at like different opportunities, I think is what I'm going to try to do. See, look, it did it. It was doing it. It's doing it. It was doing it where I was actually like holding it one way, but it was going like the other way. Okay, center, lean, 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 lean. Slow down, Link. Slow down. Did we actually do it? Oh my god. Oh, yes, get out, please, as soon as possible. Please, as soon as humanly possible, please let me out. Oh my god. Okay, so what have you got for us this time? Is this like a mini dungeon? This is crazy. I don't remember this at all, to be honest. All I remember is like the boat with the time thing. And the boat with the time thing and like what the actual dungeon is like. Other than that, I like remember very, very little. Oh, do we like end up like fighting that boss again? I have like a memory of like the I have a memory, and those of you who know this better than I do, like, can correct me if you know better. Yes, I was right. I have a memory of like that we fight this the boss of the third dungeon just becomes like this regular mini boss now. It's like, I know you're there. Are you still trying to hide or something? Lisa's being like very forgiving with the hit boxes on this one, to be perfectly honest. Compared to like that stupid like skeleton thing. Having fun yet, everybody? This Can you just get out of here, please? Oh, I was supposed to like poke him. Poke him. I see you. I see where you are. Does he think that, like, I can't see him, or what? There we go. Ba da 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 na 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 da 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 da. It's like I don't know, like I keep saying it, but like it's bad when like the combat is the worst part of a Zelda game, or like the least fun part of a Zelda game, you know? Or like the part you look forward to the least. Did we just like get nothing out of this? Or something? I'm going back in there. I feel like there was something like that we missed in there, is there? No, it's just a bird statue. I'm going back talking to that pirate guy. I need to like read what Fi is actually saying instead of like singing Baby Park. This could be scary, the pirate stronghold. Yeah, let's go. Nothing better to do, right? Mechanical Maniac? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sure, that's right close by. We'll be back before tea time. Baby Park is the best. So do you remember when I did like the rankings of the do you remember I like did like the Mario Kart tracks ranking? I'm pretty sure like the I'm pretty sure like Baby Park I put like in S tier, like I put it like right at the top because it's so good. It's just it's fun. It's like it's just like the purest like example of a Mario Kart track. You know, it's like what more do you want at the end of the day? I have like no idea what I'm doing here now. I'm gonna like try sending the beetle up the nose, because that seems like a good idea. Those bats look like very conspicuous. Aha! Look at all the rupees that are back here. What the hell? Nothing over here, nothing up my sleeve. All you bats can just like stay out of my way. Oh, you're like electric keys, okay. I have a little bit more respect for you now. Oh, there's a door here. Is this like the next dungeon? No, this isn't the next dungeon, because the next dungeon is like the ship that's like randomly like the ghost ship. It's like randomly going around the desert, isn't it? This is like some random mini dungeon. I feel like I'm like biting off more than I can chew by like starting this place, because like what's it like? This place is huge! Oh my god, okay, we're not doing that today. I thought that we'd be able to do like this in like 5 minutes, and then we'd like that we'd be able to do this in like 5 minutes, and then we'd get to the next dungeon and finish it off there. But I think what would be like a more sensible idea is if we like if we finished off there for today. I'll go back and like save at the bird statue. And then, like, the next video, we'll do this, like, weird mini dungeon that I completely forgot existed, by the way. we'll do this like weird mini dungeon, and we'll do like the next dungeon. So I'm gonna save and quit here. But I really appreciate you joining in, or like coming along to join me for the stream today. It was really, really fun. I'm just kind of starting to get hungry and I want to make dinner. Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, hang on a second. I'll put on the Beetlejuice. So 2 seconds. Cards. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, for joining and watching today. And I hope you have a really nice weekend. I'll try and be better about being able to join people's streams when they're actually streaming around my own schedule. But yeah, we'll see you the next time, alright? Ooh, I had a toasted cheese sandwich for lunch today and it was so good. So really, I hope you enjoyed that, Fury. But otherwise, have a really nice evening. I'll see you again. Look after yourselves. Bye now.